Shalom, Kohala Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah Kudash, double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who have taught me this truth, who will teach well much diligence. Peace, love, and salutation to the hopeful elect, kings and priests who are out there bringing out this word in sincerity and in truth, patiently waiting for the return of our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai to redeem us from the land of our captivity here in these last days. Brother, I'm Awan from the Great Millstone Branch, Los Angeles, and I'm back here with another news update. Name of this quick lesson here on my lunch break. Got a few minutes to spare before I hop back on the clock. Esau fucking working us like crazy, but it is what it is. Esau is the end of the world. You know, this devil is going down. Got an article here. Russia. Russia ain't playing, man. All the enemies of America, they ain't playing with America, because all the bullying and the pushover that America is, those days are over with. Russia deploys Prometheus hypersonic nuclear system after issuing chilling World War III warning to the West. Russia is set to deploy its deadly Prometheus hypersonic nuclear system, Vladimir Putin said yesterday. The announcement comes after the Russian leader issued another chilling warning to the West. You know, how much warning do the Russians got to give to you Americans, even the American people? You know, you people take this as a joke that these things that are said in the news is not going to happen. Things you see and watch on the movies and playing the video games of a nuclear attack landing on the shores of America or in the old world in Europe. You guys think it's all games, but when it actually happened, then you're going to know that the prophets, we ain't been playing this whole time. How about Shemiah Shai ain't been playing this whole time? You know, so let's read some of this. Putin recently warned former countries of the Soviet Union that a repeat of the Ukraine invasion is on the cards if anyone defies Russia. You know, they plan to move forward out of Ukraine, go step into Lithuania, you know, expand more, and those countries are actually NATO allies. So we already at war. Well, I wouldn't say we. America's already in war. This shit is already happening. Inflation is high. You know, all these things is going down. And today, during a speech to military graduates in Moscow, he revealed Russia's plans to deploy the advanced weapons system. He said, "We will continue to develop and strengthen our armed forces, taking into account potential military threats and risks, and based on lessons of modern armed conflicts, and improve their combat." He continued I'm skimming through this for the sake of time. He continued, among the priority areas, equipping troops with new weapon systems that will determine the combat efficiency of the Army and Navy in the coming years and decades, which we believe ain't no years and decades ahead. You know, the way that this biohumanism tracking and the war and the famine is all this stirring up, we don't have a few years left. All right. It says it is designed to bring down enemy aircraft missiles up to an altitude of 125 miles. You know, so hey, what do America get on the news and say about, oh, we have a missile defense system, oh, we upgraded this and that? You don't hear America talking about these weapons and all this. You hear them test this and, you know, test that, but you don't hear upgraded missiles or none of that. You know, you don't hear none of that, but you do hear these rich banking families buying underground bunkers. Esau's under his deep underground military bases to avoid what's about to come. You know, because these devils are going to try to hide themselves underground from this nuclear destruction. You know, jumping down, it says it says the deadly Satan II nuke missile can fly over 11,000 miles, carry 15 warheads. It has the potential to destroy an area the size of the United Kingdom in a single strike. So one missile, right, carrying 15 warheads, flying over 1,100 miles, 11,000, right, miles, can wipe out a whole United Kingdom. The deployment of the killer weapon comes as the Russian president has issued a number of threats to the West amid soaring tensions over the invasion of Ukraine. You know America is shaking in their boots over this. It says, and on Tuesday, one of its allies, retired General Evgeny Brzezinski, threatened to nuke Britain and warned NATO is playing with fire. You know, hey man, the day of doom is right around the corner. You know, like straight up. Let me get a precept. Get this here. This is Second Esdras 6 and 9. Second Esdras 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. How is Esau world is going to end? Esau world is going to end by ICBM missiles. Okay, let's get that real quick in Revelation 6. Get this here in Revelation 6. I wanna let me see. Go to 17 real quick because I'm on a fly with this one. Bear with me. This is Revelation 17 and 15. Start at 10. Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. This 10 horns represents NATO, because one thing that NATO, right, it is joint heirs with this harlot, with America, right? It's gonna actually turn on America when they see Russia, doing what it's doing, and America ain't defending them, right? America is not stepping in like they didn't step in the Afghanistan war, when those Afghanis took over Afghanistan, the war, that long war in Iraq. What did America do? They just stood by. So those embassies and everything, they got taken over, right? And they were looked at as strange. Even this President Zelensky or whatever, which this is all fucking games anyway. They was even talking mess about America needs to send more funding and more money, and they doing it because they have an agenda behind it. But what is going to backfire, because once Russia starts really moving on these NATO allies and America ain't responding, they're gonna be like, man, fuck America, man. They all the backstabbing and keeping us in debt had us all messed up. They're gonna remember it all. Read this again, Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns, NATO, right? NATO and the EU, which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore is America, which shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For the Most High put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. Right? And that has happened. Everybody is under the rule of this beast system. But this beast is about to go out. We see it here. We see the talking of Russia, man. Going on and say, and on Tuesday, well, no, we read that already. Patrick Sanders, the British general, issued a rallying call to troops to prepare to fight and beat Russian forces in a third world war, as he took command of the UK's land forces this week. He doesn't understand that as a result of Third World War, Britain will physically cease to exist, said Brzezinski. The island will vanish, so I have no idea where he or his descendants will live. This is where it goes. This is where we at in America, man. If they just drop one nuke, bam, it's over with. Ain't no remembrance of all those memories of America and Europe. All that is gonna be dissolved in 1 hour. Because once Russia strikes one NATO, it's on, man. Another one here. Putin land blasts the West and declares the end of the era of the unipopular world. Okay? We in the end of an era of America, man. See if I get the reader's view. It says, and he said this speech, as it says here, at the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum. It's not not letting me. Let's see if it go to CNN. Read it from CNN. It says, reading the key points. When they won the Cold War, the U.S. declared themselves God's own representatives on Earth. People who have no responsibilities, only interests. And what does that remind you of? Reminds you of Revelation 6. Revelation 6, when they won the Cold War, right, which was all funded by the elites. This is Revelation 6 and 2, 6 and 4, Salakia. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. That sword is those nuclear missiles, which at one time America only had, right? But now all these other nations have them. And now America's trying to regulate who can have this amount of warheads, who can have this amount of systems. You can't say nothing. And like these countries saying, you can't say nothing. It's for our defense. You know? It says they have declared those interests scarce. Now it's one-way traffic, which makes the world unstable, Putin told the audience. It says the much high speech was delayed by more than 90 minutes because of a massive cyber attack, yada, yada, yada. It says nobody know who's behind it, yada, yada, yada. It says they live in the past on their own. They live in the past on their own under their own delusions. They think that they have one, and then everything else is a colony, a backyard, and the people living there are second-class citizens, he said, adding that Russia's special operation, the phrase the Russian government uses to describe its war in Ukraine, has become a lifesaver for the West to blame all the problems on Russia. You see? After accusing Russian countries of blaming their problems on Russia, Putin tried to pin the blame for rising food prices on the U.S. administration and Euro bureaucracy. You know, because America, they're trying to blame Vladimir Putin for everything and all this. Really, it's America, man. You're the one destabilizing the country, raising interest rates and, you know, causing more war, because in these wars, you have to fund, you have to pay. It costs money for these wars. War is very expensive business. You see? It says Ukraine is a major food producer, but the Russian-Ukraine has affected its entire production of the supply chain, which we already know. It says the United Nations has said the war has had a devastating impact on supplies and prices, and warned it could push up to 49 million people into famine or famine-like condition. You know, so this war is having a downgrade on the world. You know, so Esau, your time of rule and bullying everybody, it's over, man. It's over. You see the president of Russia saying it, Vladimir Putin. This is Isaiah 34 and 1. Come near ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. Hear what? Hear what the Most High has determined in the last days, to destroy Esau, Edom, to bring in Israel's kingdom, okay, under with Yahushai being the top, the elect man being under Yahushai, right? And you got the 1/3 being saved, Esau kingdom going down, so on and so forth. This is the message. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. Why is the Most High so angry? Because of what these nations has done to us. This is why the World War III is brewing up, because the Most High has a controversy with these nations for what they done to us Israelites. They're behind the scenes, coming up with new ways for you to pay, be tracked, you Israelites, okay? For you to be in total subjection unto these nations forever, man. You know, but the Most High is gathering these nations into the valley of Jehoshaphat to judge them, all for our sake, man. So this is beautiful. You got people talking about peace in Ukraine. No, keep that motherfucker, keep it pumping, man. Keep it pumping, man. Cause hey, if this thing don't go down, when will we rise? But it is gonna go down, because the Most High is not a man that he should lie. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. Right before martial law, you're gonna have civil unrest, diseases all out here, bodies laid everywhere, people killing each other for the lack of bread, right? All because of the controversy that the Most High has with the earth. These people walk as they want to walk, like, because that's the mindset of Esau. You just heard what President Vladimir Putin said. They dwell in the past. They treat everybody like they're second-class citizens, like they're just God. And it was written for Esau to put himself on the top like he is God when he's just a man. I gotta close this out in the next 2 minutes. Actually, this will be the last verse. It says, verse 4, Isaiah 34:4, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heaven shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, and as a leaf falleth from off the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Who's Idumea? That's the Greek name for Edom, which you so-called white people, Esau, Edom, man. Okay, that's when this thing happens. Whenever you see like these movies, Terminator, or when they do tests, when they drop the nuke, you see that big mushroom cloud, and all the other nations is going to behold that when they shoot their missiles on America and so on and so forth. When they see that cloud go up, So Esau, man, you're done, bro. It's over for you, man. Is there any more over here? The longtime Russian leader also blamed the West for trying to hurt Russian economy, calling the sanctions on Moscow crazy and reckless. Esau is a reckless man. The scriptures say he rested not lest he have caused another to he sleep not lest he have done mischief. Esau he's about that. He wants to smoke. He pushes the smoke. He want it all, man. He don't care. You know. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there. I'm call all y'all about Shemi Shabbat Shemakakadash. Got to get back to the grind. To the next one, I say shalom.